Everyone, so I've added some new things onto my Mercari from time to time. You all ask me about Mercari, that's why I just started making this intro for anyone who's interested. But I know a lot of you all know me as my first love being makeup. My first love is actually fashion, so I've been happy to do the fashion reels for you, and I decluttered my closet so I could get rid of some fashion in order to bring newer pieces in. But I do have plenty of makeup on my Mercari for anyone who's interested. I also of course have fashion because of the declutter I did last year. There will be a part 2 coming soon, so stay tuned for that. I also have some of my son's older clothing pieces that he never wore from when he was younger that he got as gifts for anyone who has a younger child who's interested in that. But you can check that out toward the end of the video. Let's get into today's video.
What's up, everyone? It's your girl Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace, and today we're going to try out a new product. So I finally got some of the new drugstore foundations in, so I want to try it out for you. So I have this new Maybelline, I think this is the Superstay Lumi matte foundation. I got the shade 350 because y'all know I think it's 350 or 355. That's usually coconut, but they didn't have a 355, so I just stuck with the 350. I feel like I did a pretty decent shade match. I ordered these online and then went to pick them up at Ulta last night, so I'm going to try out that new foundation. I bought like 4 of them, so be prepared over the next couple of weeks to see foundation reviews coming from me. But if you like videos like this, if you like new makeup releases, I do those every Friday here on my channel. If you like a good fragrance video, I recently did the golden hour fragrance that should have went up before this video goes up. I have me coming in, so stay tuned. And I did one on the re-release Le Monde Gourmand creme brulee fragrance. If you like a good eyeshadow video, y'all know I do tons of eyeshadow content. I should have 2 or 3 thumbnails popping up over my face. I am ordering some of the new eyeshadow palettes, so just be patient with me while I get into those. And of course, y'all know I do fashion shorts. So if you like a good fashion short, I do those twice a week. About a year ago, someone asked me to do it, so that's how I ended up doing them. I have 3 long form videos, and I will have part 2s of all of those because I continuously buy from those places. So I do TJ Maxx. Of course, you all know I go there every week to give you what's new at TJ Maxx. So I have one on TJ Maxx. I have one on a brand called Johansson. They're having another sale right now. I think it's the $99 dress sale is going on again. So if you're interested, make sure you check out their website out. Then of course, you know, I did one for my fashion forward girlies who don't like to spend a lot of coin but want nice layering pieces to go with their higher end items. So I did one on Forever 21 as well. So if you like content like that, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. If you like more vlogs, organization, cooking, home decor, and I'm gonna start couponing soon, hopefully, type content, then make sure you check out my membership down below. Now let me zoom you in. Let's get into this video, honey. Y'all know me, it's gonna be a minute. So I'm gonna start off with the Essence Jelly Primer. They didn't have the jelly primer that Maybelline has come out with themselves in store that we literally talked about in the new makeup releases that just went up yesterday. So I had to just pick up what I just had to use what I already have. So we're using this one, but hopefully I can get it in when I get the NYX in. They didn't have the NYX in the store either, so I'm gonna start off with this jelly primer right here. I actually have stopped color correcting for a little bit now, which I'm excited about because that means that I feel like my skin looks nice enough to where I don't have to do it. I actually just press this in the middle of my hairs, which now I think about it was a bad decision because I have to use the mirror. I have to use the viewfinder like the mirror, but oh well. I put it in my hands now. We don't waste product in this household. So we just out here, girl. I don't know. Okay, so it's dried down nicely now. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal True Match concealer that I gave you all a review on a while ago, just because Maybelline doesn't have any concealers to the best of my knowledge. $14.99, which I thought was kind of high because I remember when these used to be 10, so it's gone about like about $5, but you know, it's still pretty reasonable. And they had like a coupon. If you bought a certain amount of stuff, you got a discount off. Plus, you know, since it's drug, so you can always get a discount. And I think you can use like online coupons with it on top of it. So there's a $3 off Maybelline coupon at CVS, and you can print it off on coupons.com, and then you can go in store and use that in addition to their $3.50 off of I think it's like $15 or something. So that could bring the price of this down significantly for anyone who's interested. But let me shake her up real quick. Ooh, it's quite liquidy just from what I'm hearing, so I'm wondering how much is going to run down my hand. Okay, so I put a pump and a half to start off with. Oh yeah, she's very liquid. Look how that's running down my hand. I feel like it's a little light, but we'll make it work. Looks much better once I put it on than it did when in the bottle. In the bottle, I feel like it's giving a little bit more. I feel like I'm gonna have to do another pump, but I think we'll start off with this pump for the people who use a light amount of product, just to kind of get an idea. I'm telling y'all, whenever the Beauty Blender goes on sale during 21 Days of Beauty, that's when I stock up, because you gotta change them out every 3 months. So that means you change them out 4 times a year. You buy 2 during one 21 Day of Beauty, you buy 2 during another 21 Day of Beauty, and then you try 50% off at like was it TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and then you should be able to have a stockpile of them, because I have a stockpile of them personally, so I don't actually have to get any more. But since I like do makeup reviews, and plus I like to keep ahead, this I might drop on the floor in a dirty area and I really just don't want to try to re-clean it, and I know I can just grab another one. So that's why I personally hold on to them. Oh yeah, she's not really giving too much of any coverage. I had the stuff pop up here though, so you know what it said regarding the product. But yeah, she's not giving that much coverage. It does look nice on the skin though. Like, it looks like your skin but better vibes for sure, but she doesn't give enough coverage for my personal liking. So I see this as like a 2 to 3 pump situation foundation, which is normally what I do anyway. But like I said, I just wanted to build it up to let you see what it normally looks like. So here is one pump on my face. I feel like it looks nicest on this side of the face. I don't know what's going on with that and why it's doing that, but I definitely feel like this face side looks nicer than this side. And I thought I'd put an even amount on, but you know, maybe I do not. 2 more pumps, because it came out in, like, you know how that half little squirt pump comes out. So technically it's like, I guess 1.5, but we'll just put 2 more and see what we're working with the 2. I'm trying to lightly buff it in as opposed to, like, you know, aggressively pat it in, because it's like I don't want a whole bunch stuck in the brush. I'd rather it be like on my face. I'm definitely liking the natural glow from within skin look that the foundation is giving, because it's that luminous matte finish. So I definitely like that for sure, because it's like when I used to mix highlighter in with my foundations, because they were matte, I wanted to get like this type of effect. So I like the fact that they're making foundations now that just have this type of effect, so you don't have to add like glowy highlighter products into it. Like that L'Oreal Glotion, I would have added that into this back in the day to make it look the way it does now, just naturally glowing on the skin. So I'm glad they've, you know, figured out a way to make that happen, so I have to do extra work, girl. Now I'm gonna put the bunch. Okay, so this is what it looks like with 3. I'm liking it now that it has 3 pumps on. Like you can see that natural glow from within situation I was talking about. I'm definitely here for it. It's looking real cute, real nice. Now let's put this concealer on. I have the shade N8 medium deep. To me it kind of looks like an ironing board, but I'm just like, okay. I try not to put too much on my nose because it's like an oily place, so I've calmed down how much I put on there too. Like I literally just try to do like this part right here and maybe like a little up here to blend across. And this actually blends with the foundation pretty well, so I don't know how well I'm going to like this as a highlighting concealer for this foundation, because I feel like they match pretty closely in tone, so it's not giving the extra oomph and va-va-boom, you know, that I was looking for. But I leave powder in here, y'all, because I just realized I did not bring like any powder in here to like set any of the stuff on my face, and I'm like, we need to set it. But I do have powders in the drawer, so we will do it. I'm gonna battle a highlighter against another highlighter. I meant to say that at the beginning. I've been waiting to get a new product in so I could do a couple and knock them both out in one video. So that's what we're gonna do in this video. So I'm gonna try, I'll show you in a second. So I'm not necessarily crazy about this concealer, but then again that's because it matches really closely to my skin tone, so it's not giving the brightness that I'm used to. I'm going to put the Halo Glow from e.l.f. their highlighter up against the Giorgio Armani one. Now I feel like this one is definitely going to be more glittery. I just want to see how like they wear compared to each other, so I thought that'd be something fun we could do. So we use the Fit Me powder on the face, of course. Take the Laura Mercier in Translucent Honey and put that into my eyes. So I left my puff downstairs, so we're gonna use the sponge for this, and then we're gonna use a brush for the powder, because I don't have any puffs up here. I left them in the bathroom and I refuse to get up and go back. I refuse. Okay, y'all, so this is what we're working with for underneath the eyes being set. I feel like the yellow powder in particular helped bring brightness to the middle of my face, because I told y'all I felt like it didn't really give any sort of brightness to my face. So I'm happy that I picked up this powder to put underneath the eyes, because otherwise I'd have just been unhappy with the way the look looked, because it wouldn't have been deep enough. I'm sorry, it wouldn't have been bright enough for my liking. Now we're gonna take Fit Me. Now, I know a lot of people, my skin tone, actually use this one as like underneath their eyes. I prefer for my like skin tone shade instead of the shade deep. So I think this is like medium deep. I just feel like this is my type of undertone for underneath my eyes. I usually use like a peach one or a more like, you know, yellow one. I don't use, or sometimes I'll use a pink one, but it's like I don't use like a brownish beige underneath the eyes a good majority of the time. So that's why I personally don't do it that way, but I don't try to judge anyone who does. I'll show you what I'm going to use on the rest of my face prior to going off camera. And then we'll come back and put on top. I'm gonna take the thread setting spray and spray my face. I didn't find that this really helped set my face that well, so when I don't find them to help with, like, you know, resistance, I will go ahead and spray my face with it just to kind of press product down and make sure everything is okay. So y'all, so this is what we're working with when it comes to the face. For right now, I am going to use the L'Oreal bronzer and blush. Then we'll come back with the highlighters. And I have a e.l.f. lip combo, including the lip liner to show you all. So I'll be right back when I get that done. Okay, y'all, so this is what we're working with now. Swatch both these highlighters. We're gonna set it with the Valentino highlighter. I know, right? Jay, you got all this drugstore stuff, and then you're gonna set it with like the most bougie thing on the planet, but you know. Here's what they look like. As you can see, they're not exactly the same, but I felt like it would just be a fun comparison, especially since, you know, all the prices of things are going up so high. You might have an alternative to that one, and then you don't have to spend the money. I'm gonna rub my stippling brush on my switch. Y'all know the drill. The affordable one I was on this high. Only concern with that is that means I can only do like maybe one eye look today because I have to worry about this. Now I'm gonna just dry as fast enough. Let me hurry up and stop talking. Okay, yeah, so she dries pretty fast. Y'all saw I just dotted it on my face here, and now I'm trying to like scramble to move it around to make sure. So the e.l.f. one dried pretty quickly, as you can see. It's giving a nice little subtle cheek situation. It's not giving a whole lot of glow. It's kind of giving like that soft metallic glow from within. And from what I remember, the Armani one is definitely going to give us a more glittery effect. So it just depends on what your preference is, but I still feel like this is a good opportunity for you to see which one you might prefer. And then maybe you just wait on the Giorgio Armani sale to come, or the Sephora spring sale to come if you're interested in getting this. I'm gonna just put the what do you call it, the Valentino down the middle of the face for sure. We're not gonna put any of this down the middle of the face. Let me know what you think. But don't you feel like this gives more of like a glittery, like glass skin type effect, where this just gives more of a like simple little soft metallic effect on the face? I'm gonna set both sides though, just because I have oily combination skin. We know you can't just do that, so I'll set the Armani side first, then I'll go in with the switch to put on here, and then we will, you know. So that's what we're working with. Okay, so I felt like this highlighter matched best with the Giorgio Armani, but I figured we could pull it off with the e.l.f. as well, which is why I just went ahead and, you know, set both sides with this color. Plus I want them to somewhat match, so that's why I was like, I have to kind of use this because we're using it on one side, so if you use it on the other side. So this is the final look. On for the lips. This is one of my favorite go-to lip combos. It's the lip combo. So that's the lipstick and the lip gloss. The lipstick is in the shade Hustle. The lip oil, I forgot the name of this one. Honey Talks. And then y'all know I have the darkest lip liner that e.l.f. has. So it's one of our normal go-to lip combo. Y'all know I love a good peachy nude, so yeah. And now let's put the lip gloss on top. Just a little extra oomph. So this is pretty much your finished look. Finish her up with some setting spray. So we're gonna do this L'Oreal setting spray. Finish off the look. And of course it has their signature perfume scent, so I'm gonna go outside and take some look at me. I think I'm sexy pictures with my Maybelline bottle, and I'll check in with y'all later on tonight. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. This is the face we're working with. As you can see, I did my eyes off camera. This is a palette recreations, me versus indie brands. Who did it better? Eyeshadow edition. So I'm actually going to test the eyeshadows out. Spoiler alert, this new series I'm starting, so you'll see this eventually. I don't know what number this is. I did like 3 or 4 before this one, so who knows. Anyway, back to the face. That's what you're here for. That's what we're here for. No, so let me see. So I feel like she actually fared quite well. I've had this on since I think like I want to say like 10 o'clock. So it's 6, so I felt like it was time enough to wrap her on up. I don't see any oiliness on the face other than like the tip of my nose, and tip of my nose is always oily. I don't care what I do, but that luminosity you see is because it's a luminous matte foundation, so it's giving that satin vibe, if you will. It's fire. I'm very impressed. Maybelline usually doesn't let me down, so I mean they didn't let me down this time either. I think I've only disliked maybe one Maybelline foundation. I think that was like the Super Stay before this one, the one with the white top on it, just because I feel like it was kind of thick. It wasn't bad, it was just kind of thick, so I'm in love with this one. I definitely recommend. It looks amazing. I will put on a different concealer next time though, just because it's not giving me enough brightness. The powder pulled it off to where it's tolerable for me, but I still would prefer it to be, you know, while the L'Oreal blushes and bronzer is killing it. As far as the highlighters go, I feel like they actually both look pretty even when it comes to the highlighter on top of them. I didn't like the fact that when I put this one on though, it was harder to blend out, so that's just something to keep in mind. Like you gotta put it down, like work immediately, so that's something I don't like about the e.l.f. one, but otherwise it's fine. It just depends on what kind of finish you would prefer, which side of my face I feel like you would like. I feel like if you wanted more of a you know, metallic soft finish, you would like this side, but if you want more of a glittery ethereal type finish, you would prefer the Giorgio Armani side. So that just, you know, depends on what you prefer. The Valentino highlighter I like, of course. I feel like it goes better with the Giorgio Armani though, just because it gives more of that iridescent glow from within, like kind of effect on the skin. So it paired with the Giorgio Armani to me looked the best. It didn't look bad on this side, but because it gives a little bit more, like a little bit of a traditional gold as opposed to a champagne color like the Giorgio Armani does, that's why I feel like I like it better with the Giorgio Armani, if that makes sense. But it looks fine on both sides. I think I look stunning. I'm obsessed with these eyes. If you can't tell because I keep looking in the viewfinder like, yes, look at my eyes, but I'm here for them. It's a vibe. It's real cute. So those are my thoughts on it. Just be prepared to blend out the e.l.f. as soon as you put it on your face, because y'all saw I had it on it for maybe like 3 seconds and it already started drying up. Now that might be just because it goes better over cream than just powder. I remember it's been a long time since I used that product, but I know the one from Giorgio Armani set easier and was easier to blend out. It was a little bit sheerer too. The one from e.l.f. goes on a little bit thicker, but it shears out easily. It might be because it's in that sponge container. And of course my lip combo is fire. Now I did reapply my lip combo because I ate lunch and I had to reapply in order to come back on camera, but it lasted a good amount of time before the lipstick and the lip oil started evaporating. So there's that. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all the diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. The membership is down below if you're interested, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.
One doesn't have to stop here. Let's be friends over on Instagram to check out the latest fashion, fragrance, and palette comparisons, along with glimpses into my everyday life. Sometimes I do random food reviews as well. So if you're interested in that sort of content, along with me being a sports mom and checking out some track reels, since that's the sport my son plays, and make sure you head on over and follow me on Instagram. It's Gelbeauty87 over there, and I can't wait to see you over there. Have a great day.